this historic stadium, home to the Iron Horse and the Great Dane, to Wilson and Alvarez. Camp Randall Stadium in Madtown, home to the Wisconsin Badgers. A Big Ten showdown is coming. Conference implications aplenty that could resonate for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Purdue Boilermakers taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the Wisconsin Badgers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Badgers will kick it away first. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Boilermakers offense takes the field for the first time today. And they're led out there by a man who will carry the ball plenty in this one, guys.
Well, it's real simple. He's the best player on their team. They have got to force-feed this guy the football game.
No doubt about it. The offense goes through him. Excited to see how they've built this offense and how many different ways they can get him touches.
Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Fires to the right. He's got it. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Give to the running back. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. To the air, it's Whitehead. Grabs it in the middle. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. The Boilermakers moving quickly to the line. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn that field, and you saw that right there.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
He's going to pass on second down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Well, the offense has made it known on this drive. They're trying to throw the football, and they're going to let this quarterback go to work. The defense does a great job winning up front. They get the sack to try to slow this momentum down.
Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
They'll run it from the gun. Able to pick up a couple before he's knocked down. They mark it at the 10. After that last one, they're staring at a second and long. First down marker just short of the goal line. On third and long, try to convert through the air. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
It's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back gets to give. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. He's right on target. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. And the Badgers come to the line with a new set of downs. Takes the handoff. It's foul. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Lawrence. Looking to buy time. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
Quarterback checking the play. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Snags it inside the 20. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
Knocked off his feet, but not before he picks up 6 yards down to the 10. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Fast motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he won't quite get there. But boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Wisconsin. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So a drive there of 85 yards. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking for a crease to the left. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. As we come to the end of the period, Wisconsin has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. They'll go right back to it. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
It's caught. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest. Pound that rock.
Fires to the big fella. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too? They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. They'll try to bully their way for the first. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. And the Boilermakers look to keep this drive humming. Dropping back, it's Whitehead. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. Fires toward the end zone. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Buys a little extra time. At the 20, he's got space. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
I'll tell you what, after that big gainer on 3rd down, you might think about your quarterback running it again down here. It's hard to throw down close inside the 10-yard line. You've got to have some design QB runs or give him a run-pass option on the perimeter. See if he can punch it in after that big gainer.
They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Gets it out fast. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Purdue! That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn. And that's what we just saw in that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they are executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8, the receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Trying play action. Buying some time. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. He can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is...
Throws toward the end zone. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. Around midfield, go for it. This isn't 1930 football. Try to get the 1st down. Makes the catch past the sticks. Tackled, but he has a 1st down. Woo, boy, this freshman quarterback has a hose. Did he sing that thing in there? The Badgers have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw it again. Gets open down the middle. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the 1st down. Got to get everybody on the same page in a hurry. Scanning the field, it's Lawrence. Looking to scramble. It's complete to the right. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. They're trying to get to it. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab on the left. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Quick strike complete. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. And the offense about to dial up its 10th play of this drive. He's got the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Badgers look to do some damage in the red zone. Going up top on first down. Oh, he makes the catch. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Operating in the red zone here on second down. He's looking to throw. He's got it. Close to the end zone, and the ball's out. And the defense jumps on it. Turnover. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Badger!
What great execution by this offense. It looked like you were about to go into the half trailing. Now, with this answer, this scoring drive, you got the lead, you got the momentum, taking it into halftime. Nice job by this offense executing that last drive.
And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there in Madison. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on 3rd down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top.
And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Crosses the 30, he's got away. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing. Defensive linemen, those good old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch it because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Wants to throw. It's Lawrence. Quickly out to the tight end. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
Nice read and nice throw. And I know Wisconsin quarterbacks always get the unfair moniker that they're game managers, and it's because they've always been a great rushing offense. Just got to complete a couple throws and keep the offense on schedule. But when you think about the offenses where they've had a difference maker, a guy like Russell Wilson that were able to throw on first down, take shots, just make them so much more explosive. I think this guy has some of those traits too.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Throws to the tight end. Complete downfield. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
The Badgers headed quickly to the line. On second and goal, they go right back to it. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. The line of scrimmage to 2, and these final 2 yards might be the toughest here on third down. Trying to power it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wisconsin. You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
And that's just so frustrating. Play after play after play. You line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown. Oh, Methuselah.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable in its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Looking to pass. It's Whitehead. Working the middle. It's complete. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. The Boilermakers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He's looking to throw it. And they can't make the connection. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. This time it's complete. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Love the location of the throw on that slant pass. Put it out in front of the receiver. Put it on a space pass so he can catch it and try to advance.
Wants to throw on third. Moves around to clear up the vision. He'll pull it down and run. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, to get down and don't take a big hit.
To the ground with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And a great job by the linebacker. You could tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
Looking for a gap. It's Chambers. Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. The Boilermakers decide to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock him up close to their goal line. He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Looking deep down the right side. A full dive to haul that one in. As we come to the end of the period, Wisconsin has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One quarter to go, and Mike, we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Wide receiver coming across in motion. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And the Badgers are threatening in the red zone. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They get him down, but not before he picks up 6 to the 7-yard line. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Hands it off. Touchdown, Badgers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
The kickoff team on the field, and he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. The offense set for a first down play. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Finds the tight end. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. On 4th down, trying to keep the drive alive with the run here. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. You think the head coach really had any doubt? He's in his own territory, but you only have a few inches to go.
Go, go, go. I don't care what side of the field it is, 4th and inches. I'm going for it. I like my chances.
Got his man quickly. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Open space at the 25. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Leaves it with the back. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. The Boilermakers will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Looking to throw, it's Whitehead. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. He's looking to throw. can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Boilermakers! The AT unit on the field.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the 4th. They'll line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. Looking to the big tight end. It's complete. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They move the tight end all over. A 1st down run on the doorstep. Brought down at the 7 after picking up 3.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on 1st down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football, run the clock, let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage.
Touchdown, Wisconsin! Reeled it in and just made the house call. Starting to see some smiles on that sideline as they're close to a Week 10 victory. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the 2nd half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And the timing just a hair off.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Got to give this defense credit, guys, because all game long they have forced their opponent to be one-dimensional. They haven't allowed anything to happen in the passing game. As a result, we're here in the 4th quarter. They barely allowed over 100 yards passing.
And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. And the Boilermakers will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Whitehead. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Corners are going to bail. The aerial assault continues. Coming after it. It's a fumble on the play. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Everything broke down. The quarterback tried to bail them out, but he ended up making things worse when he fumbled.
Yeah, I like the quarterback and his athleticism extending the play and at least giving it
all kinds of running room. Touchdown, Badger! And the route is on. They got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
That's caught. It's Chambers. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games when we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense. And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like, they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Blasted as he lets it go. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. They'll try it on the ground. He is stopped short of the line to gain. The fourth down try goes awry, and that might just do it. Here comes the offense on first down. The handoff, keep working on that clock. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Lawrence. He lobs one high down the left side. Grabs it inside the 10. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right? They want to throw it. Now adjusting. Unleashes to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And in this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes on.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day.